Yo, 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 it's MI Radio. We're back. Whoa. Some of us are back. we got an empty seat in the building.
We should have had a Florida Marlins hat in the seat,
Right?
or on the mic
We
to commemorate.
We were supposed to record an episode of DJ Zaya, DJ Kaz, Paul E in the building, Sex Ed, but someone's late, bro. So we decided to start anyways.
Just teach him a lesson.
Because the show must go on, bro.
Yes, sir.
The fans want to hear us.
We took a bye week last week, so.
Exactly. But yeah, Kaz DJ that sway last night, so.
This was expected, honestly.
Honestly, I thought he sounded very confident in stating the time that he would be here. So I thought he'd really make it, but he's almost an hour late.
Yeah, bro. He told us he would be here at 12:15.
10 minutes max.
10 minutes max.
But yeah, he was at Sway, and from the videos, it looked like...
It looked pretty good. A lot of DJs showed up from what I saw.
But he... well, I can't wait to ask him when he gets here why he ended up staying there.
I mean, I have a pretty good idea why.
Hopefully he could...
shed some light on this situation here.
He can divulge the information, but... Yeah, man. It was a long weekend for everyone. No cats.
How do you feel like with an empty seat next to you? Like, does it feel normal?
Awkward.
It's weird.
I feel lonely over here. But we gotta teach him a lesson, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Podcast comes first, bro.
You should have had Casey Chops come sit in his chair.
I mean, he might be on soon, bro. I know. We wanna do something together. MIA Podcasts Unite.
You guys, similar names anyway.
It's MIA on the Rocks, right? Or Miami on the Rocks?
I think it's Miami on the Rocks, but the Instagram is MIA on the Rocks.
All right. But no, we're not replacing Kaz. We're just...
Well, we'll see.
We're just on a temporary strike. But anyways, yeah. So how was your guys' weekend?
Mine was pretty good, bro. Honestly, I mean, I think you saw.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were getting the free massages, bro.
Shout out to the homegirl massaging me.
The wharf went from nobody in the booth to a massage parlor in the booth.
They used to block everyone off. They put a bunch of plants around me so that no one can come into the booth. And when I showed up, that shit was gone. And Moda showed up with all his 15-year-old homegirls.
Whoa,
I'm just kidding.
That, bro.
I'm just kidding.
I don't want no problems.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I'm just kidding. But Moda showed up with all his friends.
Everyone's 25 and up, right?
Sure.
You gotta be for the wharf. Spring break.
Oh, that's Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, really? I thought it would be the opposite.
Nah. Wharf Miami is like they're away from that spring break shit. Really, it's mostly just UM people.
But I mean, your videos look like spring break, bro.
They've been looking like it. But it's on my close friends. You get me? So it's not really out into the public until now that you just mentioned it.
We're always dropping ratting on venues here.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
none of them listen.
On purpose.
And they don't listen. It did look crazy though. I was like, people. My cousin from Texas is like, "Thank God you're the only one wearing a mask." And I'm like, I started realizing, holy shit, no one's wearing a mask.
Yeah, but everyone in there is vaccinated, right?
Yeah. You get vaxxed right when you walk in.
There he is.
Oh, look.
Well, we started.
Get
bro.
in your seat. We started already,
bro. We
yes,
wanted
sir.
to make it. We wanted to make it different this time, bro. So you can learn a lesson, bro. Right on time. Oh, he's got the Powerade.
Hey, that's funny.
You know,
I'm literally. Hey, I just got back from swing.
We're over here like, yo, how was your weekend? How was the gig? Nah, like this guy just got back from the gig.
Let's go.
What's good? MI Radio. We back.
This podcast is brought to you by.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna plug that after. But how was Sway, bro?
From what I remember,
30 minutes ago.
From what I remember,
it was cool.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
It was lit.
Oh, I mean, did you sleep there or what?
I slept in Fort Lauderdale.
What was her name, yo?
Oh, this is for the Patreon.
Hey,
Yeah, that's fine. We already spoke about it. We got
DJ Chose talks about her.
What?
Oh, nice.
So, if you know, you know. If you know me, you already know. I mean, what else I gotta say?
More.
So was good. Sway was lit.
Sway was lit. A lot of people showed up, right? Like
so,
the
all right,
homies.
let's break it down. And this is like one of the things from last night, and I was just talking to MK about it. So spring break is always the most lit. Like it's normally like you walk in, set up, and there's like when you're walking in, there's already like 100 people, 1,000 people outside. So when you walk in, I mean, you've done it like pre-COVID, like they walk in and they're just ready to rage. It's $20 all you can drink. So
and it's every day, 30 days.
Every single day of the month.
Which is
month of March.
Mind-boggling, bro.
Mind you, today, yesterday was what? Tuesday? I'll say today. Well, technically, yesterday was Tuesday, and it was like not even St. Patty's or nothing crazy.
Fat Tuesday.
Yeah,
but not really.
Not really. Fat Tuesday
That was like
fucking like a month ago.
Yeah, it was literally February.
Yeah. So, it started slow. Like, so I was like, okay, all right. So I played like what I call 1 to 1:30 hip hop.
We did the whole night, right?
I did the whole night, and I took my S9.
10 to
4. Yeah.
Damn.
But it's like you can't even schedule an opener because of that. Because like last time I remember it was like boom, 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 boom. So 10 o'clock, doors open. I'm playing, like I said, 1 to 1:30 hip hop, like, you know, more moving hip hop. And then 11:30, I'm like, yo, the floor is slammed and they're not biting. Like, they're not reacting. Like, I'm playing hip hop.
So
I'm in the 100, so I do
turn it on.
Exactly.
But that's the thing, because there, once you turn it on, it's like you can't turn it off.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta really time the time you're gonna.
So I'm thinking, and my thing, and this is like for DJs, like, yo, when I do the whole night, it's a clusterfuck because I program the whole night. Yeah, it's not opening. I mean, we all do it. Like, you throw, you know, like headlining stuff early, like you sprinkle it because you want to make the night last.
Yeah, it's different when you're opening for yourself. You can kind of do whatever
you burn yourself. If you don't burn yourself, because you burn yourself because you're doing the whole night.
That's interesting though. But then when you have an opener, it's like, what are you doing, bro?
You're doing 2 hours. You're doing 2 hours.
Like you got. Oh yeah, I guess
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, but like you cram your night, your creativity, and like what you want to do into 2 hours, so you're restricted. But when you're doing the whole night, you do 6 hours. And you're like, all right, let me sprinkle this. And
you have control of everything you're gonna do.
When I went up at 11:30, it's funny. I think his name is Wilson, the black dude that dresses up in the bear suit.
I was thinking the volleyball Wilson.
Well, you seen him? You seen him? The dude that works. He was like, yo, man. He's like, we were doing the show at 1:30, and I'm like, 1:30 to me is like 2 days from now. You know, if you, like,
yeah.
He's like, we're doing a show at 1:30, man. Slow down, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, like, the room's packed. And, like, and at Sway, where we know guys that don't know how to, like,
because he thought, like, it was going to be too lit? I don't know.
He was just like, yo, like, slow down. Hey, that's what I'm thinking. I've never, in that venue where I know DJs that don't know the science of DJing, and I'm, like, you know, play WAP at 11 o'clock. You know, you feel me? Like, of all venues. And I was like, I'm like, all right, bro, but like, look, the room's packed and I'm working and whatever. He said, blah, 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 blah. 10 minutes later, he's like, just go in. And I'm like, dude, of course. Like, fucking let me do this shit.
But what's the show that they do at 1:30 that he
just the little fucking, the little, I don't know, we call them arbolitos in Nicaragua, like the little, like the fucking, the shit that people have in weddings for their first dance. You know what I'm talking about? The little sparklers, fucking like the little sparkler trees, like the little sparkler, whatever. And I was like, okay. And they put that on, and I didn't ask for it. But overall, like after that, he was like, just go in, and like MK pulled up, Live It Up pulled up, and it was dope. Like it was dope because like after I played that, I had him for fucking 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4 hours.
And the thing is, you gotta maintain that energy, bro. Yeah. That's why it's like playing there on spring break is like a double-edged sword. It's like it's easy, but also it's not easy at all.
And I loved it. Like I loved it because I haven't had that kind of challenge in a while. Where it's like, all right, like we're used to like the 2-hour power sets, 3-hour power sets, but like, yo, I did headlining shit for 4 hours.
And
Like,
it's
talk to me.
Quick
Like,
mix.
Like,
Sweaty.
2 more hours and I would have complained about it on Twitter. You know?
And you're drenched in sweat. That shit, when you get out of there, you feel like you got a workout, bro.
Yeah.
Legit.
But nah, yeah, it was dope. It was dope. I played hood shit. Like, I played like Spot 'em Got 'em and like everybody.
They know all that.
They know all that. Spot 'em Got 'em.
It's college kids.
Yeah, bro. Like, it was fire. It was fire. And then the up-tempo shit, it's crazy because like you don't hear that music that much. Like, we don't hear it. But to them it just triggers though. I played what's that? Cascada, Every Time We Touch. I played that. I played Venga Boys.
Venga Boys.
Like, I played all that like regs action fucking music, you know, like, and it popped off. It all popped off. So
I played some EDM.
I was fucking Rooftop.
It was a vibe, bro. It was only tables.
Yeah.
But after a while, the tables just started blending with each other.
Yeah.
Because they're all like kind of in the same vicinity. But it was dope, bro. I hadn't played literally a real gig in a year, bro. Yeah. So it was nice. Then walking in.
Did you play in the? I call it the towel closet.
Oh yeah, but I love that shit,
dude. I
bro.
hated it.
I love it. I hate
that, bro. I feel like it's like at the resort where you go get the towel and a guy just hands you the towel.
No, that's literally what it is.
What it is.
But it's like, bro, the booth is like your own little room, and then no one can get in it. Yeah, you have to like, you need the key card.
Yeah.
And then there's like a huge buffer between people that are like asking you requests where you could almost be like, what?
Right,
no,
exactly.
like I can't hear you.
That's the other thing. At Sway, it was like the people that are like, they swear, they're like, he's gonna hear me. He's like, yeah. And I see them down there and I'm like, nah, they keep going.
There's a lot of those like white spring break girls there too, like requesting like wild shit, like all the hood Cardi B and all that stuff. But now it was dope, and I had like, we're walking in, because I hadn't been in a casino, let alone anything in like a while like that, bro. That smell was like
triggering,
instant. I was like,
you're back.
I'm back, like that, because this is distinct
smell
that all the casinos have, that like that you smell it and you're like, yo, I'm like,
you know what's crazy?
I'm in some shit right now.
I was talking to Dazzler about this the other day, and like, I don't know if it's because I'm a DJ and like I'm so in tuned, like with like that sense of listening, but like smells to me are always like,
oh no, it's huge, bro.
Triggering.
Literally, like, the elevator opened and I was like, oh man, like I'm in like Vegas, or I'm like, and then you're walking through the casino trying to find the club, and it's like, all right, I remember this feeling.
Like, just like a bike. You know who else told me? They did their first gig in a year. C-Flow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was like,
C-Flow Inc.
Yeah, C-Flow Inc.
I like that.
He was like, he's like, bro, I did my first gig in a year, and then he was like riding a bike,
bro. Literally, to be honest, it was like you start, and then after the first two songs, I'm like, bro, it's like it can't escape you, bro. It's like, oh, I can still do this with my eyes closed. But it's funny because like I posted that flyer and it's like I had a fucking baby or something, bro. Like, shout out Rafi, he had a baby.
Oh my god!
But like mad people hit me up like, yo, oh my god. I'm like, it's not that big a deal, bro.
I mean, you've been low key, Don. So what's next? Sway? You doing Sway?
Nah, not this month, but next month I got some.
Let's say you're just doing one a month.
Nah, I'm doing a handful a month. 1, 2, 3. But bro, to be honest, I'm digging.
Where you at? Though? Let the listeners
know. Bro, chill. We gotta confirm.
I know where you're at.
Well, I know May. I got something, but
in May.
Well, I don't know. I gotta.
I'm gonna ask you now, because every time I ask you every year about the one that comes out in May, can you hook me up? What's up? I'm trying to.
Bro, well, I was actually gonna say, I heard something about. Well, I mean, I'm sure I'll be fine by then, but that you need to be like vaccinated for that event.
Nah, you either need to be vaccinated or have a very recent test that's negative. I read the rules. Just say where you're at.
Food and wine.
Food and wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I read that.
Yo, somebody. So, I ripped the Band-Aid off my social media. I call it rip the Band-Aid. Like,
what'd you do?
No, when you rip the Band-Aid is like when you just post like, you know. So like when I was in Dallas, I was like, yo, I'm in Dallas, like no mask mandate, so we can get into
Oh,
that.
you guys
Like,
were living out there.
yo, I went to Dallas. I was in Dallas last weekend.
Texas.
Not this weekend, the one before, and they lifted the mask mandate on the 10th, and I got there on the 12th. Yo, and it was like 2019. Like I went to some places, and it's like
If you wore one,
nothing.
you're like, what?
Yeah.
They looked at you
Yeah.
funny if you wore one.
So no, like most spots are like no matter, like restaurant, nightlife, like spots like that are like nothing. But if you go to the mall, like it's kind of like out of respect. Like you wear a mask, like you go into like Walmart.
But I feel like that's how it is here at this point.
Right,
It's just like out of not being rude, but like ain't no one like now. Sometimes it's gotten to the point here where like if you have a mask and then the other person's like doesn't have one or they have it down,
you
you're
just take it out.
You're like, oh fuck, I'm not trying to be here with a mask. Like,
But yeah, over there, bro, it was wild, like nothing. But it's, I mean,
and they're full capacity, right?
full
Obviously.
capacity, and like, bro, 2019,
And everything was popping.
everything's popping. The people are out. Like the vibe is different. And so what I keep thinking is, I keep putting Texas as like, the leader, because everybody else is doing what they're doing, but after. Like we're like 3 steps behind. We're like a month behind what they're doing.
Yeah, I feel like it's Texas, Florida, and then the rest.
And the rest, yeah.
Well, remember Atlanta?
Oh,
Well,
it's
Atlanta,
open?
yeah. Atlanta has like the cheat code, and they're like ahead of everything. Like,
Yeah, but Atlanta's like more low key because it's like Florida's.
I told y'all, man, when I went over there, it was like it was
like nothing.
It was normal when I went. This was in the summer.
September, October, right? Like it was,
No,
it
this
like
was
August.
this was April and August that I went, and
Yeah.
that I told y'all, yo, I wanted to move over there. I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all
I
remember
Yeah.
that. That's just how it is, and Atlanta was like that too. When I went in April, it was wide open.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I mean, when you went, that's when I thought about going. I was like, yo,
I remember.
Miami's not popping. And I was like, I can go to Texas and do a month. I can do a week in San Antonio, a week in Austin, a week in Houston, a week in Dallas, and like just eat, like make money.
I was gonna go, and then like we opened,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Miami's better.
Floodgates open.
Yeah, when the floodgates open here, and I mean, right now it's little floodgates. We can just
What?
call them what they are, hood boogers.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You found the definition, so it's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It,
right.
it literally says
What is
of
the
any-
definition?
You know what's funny? Because like I've said that word before.
You said it on this podcast, and I was like, yo,
And yeah, we're like,
And I was like, whoa.
And then I pulled it off of fucking Urban Dictionary. It says any
it says
race.
of any
Because
color.
people are like, whoa, hold on.
Because it just doesn't sound.
doesn't
good.
sound right.
Hood, you know,
You
you never know.
it's
That was us. That was us being prejudiced.
Yeah.
I think.
That's
That's
you
true.
being racist.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
Which I am.
Nah, but yo, let's talk about fucking South Beach, bro.
That-
You know what I saw? Let me read. I
wanna
screenshotted
know,
it. Let me.
While you look that up, I want to know what DJs are working on South Beach, bro, because I
Alright.
need to talk to them.
I was DJing at Pizza Bar, which was Ricky's.
Oh, that's right.
Dog, and I got canceled right when I got there.
No, wait.
Why?
Well, also, isn't Ricky's not in the entertainment district? So I've seen.
Yeah, but
It's
it doesn't
open.
matter.
It stays
bro.
open.
Yeah.
But they
you're
canceled
talking
me. They canceled me because they double booked.
Oh.
Two EDM dudes from Sweden.
Oof. Hogan Wagen
What?
Slagen.
Yeah, bringing their own CDJs and shit.
Why?
Wow, bro.
I don't know.
WMC, bro.
It's
But
WMC.
nobody cares about WMC. This
Dude, I
year.
keep
I don't
seeing
know.
flyers.
There's
And
flyers
anyone that's out
everywhere.
in South Beach is not,
It's not-
on
they're not
some
here for
like
WMC.
wristband tip or
No,
like
exactly.
tickets.
No, nobody's hitting the pool parties, you know?
Yeah, at all.
So this is the tweet that I saw, and it's like, yo, probably one of the most accurate shit. I've lived on Miami Beach my entire life. We've never had spring break problems because we've had events in March. Quote, WMC, Limpton, which is the open, right? The golf tennis thing. Ultra, that kept hotel room rates high. WMC and Ultra decoupled in 2011, relaunching. Okay, that part I don't get it. But the fact that he's saying is like, yo, when you have WMC, you
He's
have
right.
Ultra, you have all that shit.
We've
like,
had more shit going on.
but so what happens then is that the hotel rates go up. The demand is high. So all these hotels, the demand is high right now, but it's not as high as WMC Ultra, where hotels can raise their price to $500
Yeah.
a night. So right now, these hood buggers are paying $300 a night for 8 people in one room, and they're living the fucking life, you know?
Nah, it's a perfect storm. And then on top of it, there's not as much to do as those times.
And that's
so
the other
they're
thing.
just spilling out.
Somebody else told me
everywhere.
that. They're like, yo, there's no luxury. There's no upscale. There's no...
It's just get in where you can,
Yeah.
and then everything's over. What's next?
And it's what I call the Corona backfire. It's like when you close half the bar, but then you have everybody piled up on one side.
And then also, it's a lot of out of towners that I don't understand why everyone thinks South Beach is the
Local
thing.
shit. Nah,
because
bro.
it's the beach.
But it's the mentality from 15
And then,
years ago.
and then
10
it's
years
also
ago.
just such a hassle to get in and out of there that you just have to stay there. Like
That's
if
true.
you're being real, like it took when I DJ'd or got canceled or whatever, I had to wait an hour and a half just for the Uber to die down $10, and it was still $70 to get home.
Insane.
And it took 2 hours to get to where I needed to go.
When I was
Better
leaving,
reimburse you, bro.
when I was leaving
hope
my
so.
gig on Saturday, as soon as the Uber got it, he texted me. He's like, "Are you going to South Beach?"
Smart.
And I was like, "I'm a local. We good?" I was like, "I'm a local. We good." Going downtown, he's like, "Okay."
But people, bro, it's way smarter to get like an Airbnb outside, like Coral
Airbnb,
Gables.
they stopped that.
No, but
No,
like
like
literally
Midtown
just
or,
get
like, anywhere
a
else.
chill Airbnb and then Uber to like Wynwood downtown. And,
Bro,
like,
that's,
they don't
that's
think-
the thing. Like, the masses don't know that. Like, they don't consider that part of Miami.
Yeah.
Like, so they don't even think of
It's
Coral
Times
Gables.
Square, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
that's where they're at. They're in Times Square. They don't want to live. They don't want to stay in Brooklyn because they don't know how to maneuver.
Yeah.
If they're in Times Square, they're in the middle of whatever shit,
The
which
hub,
they are.
bro.
Everyone else that's on spring break is where they're at. So
Did
I
you
think
guys
that's
see that
what they want.
video of people singing that Push Icy song, Back in Blood? Like,
In the middle of the street on
yeah.
Euclid. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel so bad for people that live like.
bro, and the taxi cab drivers and the Ubers that are
Yeah.
like trying
I
to
saw
get
a
through.
lot of people's cars were dented because people were
The
just
people
jumping on
jumping
them.
on
and
them.
shit.
Saw the
It's
Joker's guy.
That guy was
That
crazy.
guy's scary,
they
bro.
found out who he was. 'cause
Damn, Nano's
he
out of
replied.
hand, bro.
He replied to Billy Corgan. Nano.
That was good.
Edit point.
But that like the shit he was saying, like Corona's over,
Right.
and like his tone, it was kind of creepy, bro.
It's scary, bro. There's a lot of scary shit.
Bro,
There's a lot of
girl-
scary
my
people.
girl showed me a news thing of some girl died yesterday.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
got
the rape-
drugged,
got
raped,
raped,
and
yeah.
left for dead, bro.
Yo, did you see the picture?
The girl that's like,
The
oh, just
photobomb?
two rapists casually photobombing behind me. I'm like, yo, that's
Bro,
crazy.
The
that's-
girl, so some girl had a picture, and it was the two dudes like in the back, like
And they're all out of towners, bro.
Yeah.
Just coming, trying to fucking have fun,
it's
and
insane, dude.
It's our fault. I mean, not us, but I mean, our governor said, "Come through. We're wide open."
Yeah.
You get me? Or
Yeah, they-
yeah,
whatever.
that's the
They
other
took it
thing.
literally, you
It's
know?
like go to Texas or go to Florida with
Yeah,
the beach.
where the
and-
beach is. I mean, there's beaches in Houston and shit, right?
Yeah,
No,
but,
I'll
but
say-
if you're talking
that's a
spring
pond.
break,
Yeah, yeah.
you're going to Florida.
You know, the
Nah.
beach here is kind of trash, but whatever.
I mean, South Beach. I mean,
There's dope shit. I mean, if you're out of town or like my cousins from Texas came in town, that's where I took them. You get me?
Yeah.
Like Ocean Drive, like that's just where.
But if you're trying to you want to just enjoy a beach,
go to
and
Key Biscayne, bro.
they don't know about that either, bro.
Yeah,
or you can even go to Fort Lauderdale.
yeah, up north.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
Hollandale.
Melbourne, dog. Don't sleep on Melbourne.
Damn.
Real up there. But yeah, bro. That's why I'm like, any DJs that are out there in South Beach, I fucking feel
mean,
for you, bro.
The people that we know are what do Mr. Jones.
Yeah, like what is there isn't like
But I don't
unless
even-
like
Is it
maybe
Mr.
maybe
Jones?
there are
What else?
DJs that play like the DJ that was playing at Clevelander when that
Well,
whole
you
shit
know
broke out.
you know what they're doing. The Cleveland is closed downstairs, but they're still doing rooftop. So I don't know if
could
they're
control it a little
I don't
more.
know if they're doing hotel guest only, maybe like key, like with the key or whatever.
If someone hits you up right now for a gig in the beach, you got to think twice.
$1,000, $1,000.
It's like Memorial
it.
Day on
Cool.
on a million.
So
I'm charging for time, so I would have to get there earlier than normal. So I'm charging for that time.
no,
I'm charging for my Uber.
I know
I'm charging
somebody
for-
that got hit up, and it's funny, and let's just fucking throw this guy under the bus.
Do it.
He's
My
still
boy
lit.
got hit up by somebody who took over the account of a gig that he was at for years, and on the beach at the Clevelander, and the guy that's running the account that doesn't know how to fucking run his account, doesn't know who Brian Herrera is, like is running out of DJs. And obviously during spring break, nobody wants to go, and he's hitting up this guy. And I told this dude, I was like, "Yo, bro, you've been there 8 years. Like, why? Like, don't." It's like if somebody hit me up for wood, and
After the
you
fact.
feel me, like middleman
Crazy.
it, like don't middleman this shit. And I told him, bro, like spring break, the rates, the drive, the parking, and the fact that this guy is taking off the top of something that you built, tell him to fucking eat a dick, bro. Like,
And on spring
on
break.
spring break. Like, so if anybody was to hit me up for anything, like on that tip, if Brian hit me up, I'd be like, yo, man, look, like, doesn't make sense. But if somebody who, like, I don't know, they hit me up for bodega, I'd be like, fuck off. Like, eat a dick.
Actually, someone asked me if I wanted a bodega gig.
I'll go in there and play Econo Pump looped.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I played it at Pizza Bar. It was fine.
Exactly.
I got the Yo, You Killed It Tonight.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I just don't think they like you.
I guess. I don't know.
But that's how it is in the beach, bro. You be killing it one day, and then the next week
you're
And
garbage the
day
next
you're
day.
fucking
you play Britney
trash.
Spears, and they don't like it.
I mean, I didn't play Britney. I just played white people shit for white people in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, but for Lauderdale, it's different. They're raging.
That's why it doesn't make sense.
That's what
bro.
gets you fired, though.
What do you mean?
He got
I
fired.
got fired for
'Cause
playing
it was
Econo
lit.
Pump.
it
I
was
just
lit,
wanted you to say
and they
it,
were
man.
singing along to that shit.
I got fired from Bodega, Fort Lauderdale for playing Econo Pump. Make this the video. Tag Christie. I don't give a fuck, bro.
He's still lit from
That's
Sway.
why we
Shampoo.
wanted. That's why we wanted
Shampoo
to
and-
you just to walk in and
The
sit
Powerade
down.
got me lit, dog. The 0.00001% of the mouthwash that I had triggered the liquor from last night.
Oh, you did like the airport shower real quick. Head to the podcast.
Nah, I just rolled out of bed, dog. Literally.
Rock star life, bro.
Are we gonna eat or what?
Nah, it's later.
How later?
But speaking of bodega, I did see Chris Valencia this weekend at
Oof.
Yoey and Frisco's wedding.
Talk
Oh,
about
that's
it.
right. How was that? It looked
Bro,
like
bro,
we were at a.
It looked like it
fucking
was fucking like,
EDM show. Like,
Oh man,
dude, who produced that?
Yoey and
Juan
Frisco.
Fonseca? Was Juan Fonseca TM?
Nah, literally they
Juan
did.
Fonseca was a TM?
That's why I told him like, yo, I'm gonna have a full recap on MI Radio. It was too good, bro. Like that, they got a venue that doesn't really traditionally do weddings, and they like if it was their venue,
Fire.
and they just and it's huge, and they just fucking worked, bro, and like they built bars, they did the lights, they
Wow.
did the stage, they had experimental opening
Yeah, I saw that.
in between the thing, and then crazy, and then I go to the bathroom because they're doing like the first
Oh, I
dance.
thought you said craze. I was
No,
like,
no, no,
craze
no.
fucking play. I was like,
Nah, listen.
he scratched while they
I was
walked.
like, yeah, right? Like,
So I'm like, they're doing the first dance and like the mother, son, and all that, and I'm like, oh, it's a good time to go to the bathroom while everyone's away. So I go, and then like all of a sudden I'm like, and he cuts off the music, and Frisco's like the MC of the night, and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the one and only Lunch Money Lewis, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Surprise guys.
And he did I Love My Mama for Frisco. I mean,
Wow.
for Yoey and his mom. And then, he did a legit performance, and then everyone was like singing, and it was like, yo, it was dope. It was like a whole production, bro. And then they cut everything off, and then Chris DJ'd the rest of the night.
Fire.
But yo, it was dope, man. Like they did it like a party. Like
Fire.
they had.
You know, people are always like, "Oh, I want you to DJ my wedding," but I want like when I tell people I don't do weddings, they're like, "Well, it's just gonna be
Yeah.
a party," and then it's just like a fucking wedding, and I'm like, "Fuck, I hate that shit."
Yeah. No, you wanted me to DJ. I'm like, no,
Nah.
bro. Because by the time like everything's going, you're just like, I brought a USB just in case, but it was too much fun, bro. So I just was like, nah, you got it,
Bro,
Chris.
like DJing weddings is like,
well, you got a DJ one in June, bro.
I know.
Chill.
I know that one. I mean,
Wait,
But that's
we
a
all
homie
are, right?
set.
yeah, but we all are. But that's
open-
fun though. That's
open tables.
where do I
That's
put my
different.
laptop while I'm like sitting with you and shit?
Well, it's gonna,
Bro, it's gonna be
we're gonna do
too many.
turntables.
It's gonna be like you're gonna have a little rack for every DJ's book bag.
Dude, we're gonna do fucking an hour of bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good, bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good.
I mean,
Mine will be-
laptops
mine will
are
be
optional, bro. Laptops are optional. You can bring a USB.
I'm bringing a crate.
Yo,
Bring all neon sleeves, all TBT.
you can bring your bag, or you can just bring a USB.
Who's on the lineup?
Well, I can't release that information yet, bro. You
It's
guys
the
will
blurred.
see the-
It's the blurred. It's the flyer with all the blurred
You
names.
guys will
Yeah,
see
yeah.
the flyer. 7 days, 5 days, 4 days.
And you start unblurring one name.
Phase 1.
Phase
one.
Phase one.
Oh shit!
Say what hashtag? What's the hash? I know you guys already have.
Nah, I don't know.
Bro, come on,
Nah, we're not doing
bro. You're not
any of that
doing.
cheesy stuff.
Come on, bro. What is it?
Yeah, unless you come up with one.
Oof, I can. I probably could.
We could figure that out. To the listeners, if you guys have any ideas,
Heck, something that incorporates, bro. This is like
I don't know if we want to
white
say
girl
his,
brunch
I don't want to
T-shirt.
say
Yeah,
his
shows,
girl's
yeah.
name either. You know,
Oof.
right?
Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Off the air.
So you know what? Never mind.
What?
No, nothing.
This is white girl T-shirt.
When's the
Hashtag.
bachelor party?
Bro. Well, my phone's like, I have like 300 text messages. And I gotta check because we're trying to still figure out.
I thought we were going to DR.
We are, but everyone keeps throwing in wrenches on. I can't do this day and this day.
Memorial Day weekend, right? I thought it was Memorial Day
Yeah, but
weekend.
then
That's what I thought.
someone had something, and then someone we were booking it. We're like, oh, we could do May 6th to May 9th, and then everyone's like, oh fuck, it's Mother's Day, and everyone just had babies, so they're like, can't just bail on Mother's Day.
Damn,
This is why you get
super
married
savage.
in your early 20s.
Yeah,
so that
bro.
your friends.
So
don't have
everyone's
kids.
like, people got like school, people got jobs, so it's a mission. I told everyone, like, bro, we're gonna just go to Applebee's, guys.
Hey, I'm with it. The
And
shit gets
around?
lit. The shit gets lit.
Just
Nah,
go to
let's go
Applebee's.
to,
$1 Blue Long Island's.
Let's go to Hooters, bro.
And what about Wing House? Does that still exist? Still?
Oof, Wing House.
That's the butt.
Yo, I remember, speaking of Norman, when Wing House first opened,
he was living.
He
there.
was there.
Remember the video of them
Dude.
celebrating when he showed?
dude, Norman was there for like 8 hours. The first Saturday they were open, Norman was there for like 8 hours.
This
And he
segment.
swore. That's my dog.
It's crazy that like those spots, like just going to Hooters and like Flanagan's, you could be there for like 8 hours, and that was like a
It's
night.
true. That was the move.
That was
We've
actually
done it.
one of the best nights.
I remember going to Flanny's and like, yo, like you made it at Flanny's when you're hanging out long enough that you get free drinks.
Yeah.
When they know
Like,
you,
you cap. That's when you're like, yo, like,
that's when it's like actually a little sad too.
yeah.
When they know your name.
Nah, it's
Nah,
like,
it's like when you go alone. That's when it's.
That's-
like,
that's when it's
oh
like-
yeah.
when you
Which,
go-
which I mean, us going alone, because I know like older.
Oh, yeah,
like,
but there
my
was
dad
dudes-
would go alone, like, and I don't see that outside. He just got out of work and he's trying to get
But
drunk.
there was dudes that were there.
But people like us, like our age, that go alone, that's sad. Sorry, guys.
I'm talking about anything like that.
Yo, come on.
Okay,
She
bro.
at least has friends with her. I'm talking about, me there by myself for 4 hours by myself, just talking to the bartender. You're gonna be,
Nah,
that's-
there was people that you ended up knowing them from just them being
Being there,
there
yeah.
all the time.
that's the old dude shit. Like,
Yeah.
I know mad old dudes that, like, when I go to the gas stations here in the corner, it's the same 4 dudes. They just, and they met that day. They met there. You get me? And they just like post up
and they
drink
talk
beer and
stories
smoke
about how they were
cigarettes.
astronauts in Cuba.
In Cuba, yeah.
Astronauts in Cuba.
In Cuba.
In Cuba, you're
Yeah,
astronaut, bro.
bro. That shit'll happen to people in Miami. Easy, bro. You just keep going and going.
Like
and going.
I don't go eat by myself. Like
Nah,
sometimes
but
I'll do
that's-
it. Like if I'm out, like I'm running an errand. Like, but like to go to Flanagan's, like
By yourself?
by
That's
yourself?
fucking weird, bro.
I don't know.
Nah, but-
I mean, I used to go to Wood by myself, and it's,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
that
different.
doesn't. That's different. Well,
yeah,
could be the same thing.
Mm.
Essentially,
But they,
Nah,
they
but that's where you
those old
work.
people never worked. It wasn't like the dishwasher and coming
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the day off. Like
But eating by yourself isn't weird, or like
No, at
have you
all.
have you ever been to a movie by yourself? I did that
I
a
used
couple
to.
times.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
I have a
Damn,
story
that's
about
weird.
that.
No, when I was
A
a kid.
kid?
So when I was a kid, like
I guess not.
when I was a kid on Sundays,
It's
my
actually
parents
exciting.
would go to like on our family day. Sometimes we would go to the movies, and I'd be like, no, I want to go to this other movie.
Mhm.
So like I wouldn't like,
Oh, that's kind of dope.
yeah, like
I
they would go
fuck-
see some like fucking whatever, and I'd be like, I want to go see American Pie.
I did the
like,
same shit. I was really young. This is the only time I ever went alone. But Titanic was out, and I didn't want to watch that shit, so I watched Spice World,
nice.
which is like an hour long, and Titanic is like 4 hours
hours,
long.
yeah.
So
you
you
watched
saw
So I was
it
at the
an
mall.
hour.
I was 7 years old at the mall by myself
Wow.
for like 3 hours trying to figure out what to do.
I remember like one time it was something like that where my parents went to see something and like I snuck into like something else and I literally felt like I was like breaking the fucking law, like felt like I was like torching the fucking theater,
when
But
you
it's-
sneak into the movies, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy because some people think that's weird, but like I think if you can watch a movie by yourself, you're like not weird. Like that means you're like chilling, like you're comfortable enough to just be like, yeah, I could just hang out by myself.
I haven't
I mean,
done
that's,
it, but
that's for a lot of
I
things.
do that shit at home.
Yeah, that too. But like eating, I find is more peaceful sometimes.
It depends.
Yeah,
like I'm
right.
not a Smith and Walensky by myself ordering a
a
ribeye.
Fact.
That's
I'm not
that's
the
a
Creek.
waste.
I'm not
That's
the
a
Creek
waste.
McGee at Prime
I'll
112.
go Koyo or something, like eat tacos by myself, or La
Even
Sandwicherie,
that,
eat a
yeah,
pizza.
sandwicherie,
You get me? That's dope.
Chipotle.
I've done that shit,
Yeah, you just chill, bro.
but I don't wake up like, oh, I'm gonna go to, I don't know,
Well, there's
Papi Steak right now.
oh, you seen that dude's dodging the steak?
Yep.
Oh, with Pio. That was
Yo,
in
did
Dallas.
you see that one, the Whippio?
With Pio, that was in Dallas.
That was really funny.
That was in Dallas.
He has one in Dallas.
He just opened.
He has one everywhere now.
He just opened one in Dallas, and like that wasn't because I was just there. So like my boy.
He fed you a steak.
No, my boy
Wait.
has the account.
Would you let him feed you a steak?
Pause.
Nah.
I mean, depends who's filming.
Because that one was the gold one. That's like 24K.
Yeah.
But
You get me, like,
I seen
taste like shit.
someone tweet like, "Oh,
I don't want to taste that fucking metal fucking steak.
It's foil.
Foil. I'm saying
they were trying to hate on what's his name, the
Beal?
Amari Cooper?
Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
They're
Because
like,
he was
oh,
like,
what,
nah.
why do men got to be so homophobic and like hating on, and he's like, bro, he just didn't want the steak from a dude.
yeah.
Like, it's not that it's
not
gay or not gay.
Yeah.
It's just like it's weird. Like, he just didn't want to do it, but everyone was trying to make it like, oh,
Yeah, everyone made it a big
society,
deal.
bro.
yeah.
I mean, you saw the one of the, like, I forgot who it was. I think it was a rapper, and his girlfriend ate the steak, and he looked at his girlfriend like, what the fuck, bitch?
Yeah.
Like,
Some go all in. Like, well, okay, bro.
Some swallow the meat.
Just but imagine
go.
it's not him and it's your boy giving you a steak
Man.
with a knife.
I'm not gonna lie, Billy's fed me that like that before.
Pause.
I'd be
Shout
a
out to
little
Billy. Happy
weirded out
birthday.
too, bro.
Damn, let's bring Billy in. Billy, come in, bro.
What
Billy,
if like the
tell us about-
knife hits the back of your mouth?
Yeah. Like,
Chill.
it just
bro.
seems like trouble, bro.
I'll just take it off the knife and put it on
Damn.
a plate.
I would never let Billy feed me like that, bro.
We should do a video.
That
Of
shit was fire. It was Wagyu and shit.
It went bad.
Or imagine feeding like a burger.
Yeah,
that'd be a little weird.
a meatball. Or like in Samurai, they throw the shrimp. Are you gonna catch
Oh,
the
yeah.
shrimp cast?
Yeah, but it's even weirder because then you're like,
I've
out
never
in
done the
open
shrimp. I've
with
never-
your mouth trying to like.
I know this dude that's a Benihana chef, and they been like he's rowdy on Twitter. Be like, y'all be eating the shrimp. Like, yo, like, no, I don't want no fucking dude. Flicking the fucking shrimp. Like, nah, bro. Even if it was a girl, if it was fucking, I don't care. Like, nah, like,
Nah, it's food, bro. You don't know, especially nowadays with
Yeah.
coronavirus,
with
bro.
cold.
Yeah, bro. Throw that shit.
Good thing everyone in here is vaccinated, though.
Yeah, we just got vaccinated here when we walked in.
I just got asked.
You got
Who?
ass from who?
No, I got asked. From asked.
This
Lee.
guy is
Oh,
on
I'm here to
fire.
pod.
I
today.
got asked. So I was saying, like, I ripped the Band-Aid on social media, like,
Mhm.
when I went to Texas, and somebody was like, "Hey, are you vaccinated?" Or I was about to be like,
Why?
"Or are you?"
'Cause you were in
paying me?"
Texas?
No, because I ripped the Band-Aid off my IG, like, yo, I'm putting shit. I'm
Oh,
out,
yeah.
like,
Is that? I was thinking about that the other day. Is it like that's it? It's time already. That like
I mean, I was
Bro,
in
is it-
Texas. and,
I
like,
seen. And I mean, I don't want to call anyone out, but like I just seen flyers with like the DJs have the mask on now.
flyers with
Yeah,
people. No, I
and
don't
I'm
see
like,
that.
bro, why though? Why can't we just?
Yo, like, if I look the other day, I was DJing. CR pulled up with an artist, and we were talking, whatever. And I'm like, yo, let's grab a picture. Like, I was DJing. I had my mask on. I took it off. We took the mask off to take a picture. And like, like, all right, let's take a
I
picture.
think
Like,
it's impossible
like-
to like police everyone on like what everyone's doing, and a picture can only say so much. You don't really know, but also, bro, at this point over here, it's all out, bro.
I just keep my mask on, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not,
I know you're not like that, but I don't like it. It doesn't bother me.
I only
so
keep the mask on,
It's on, like,
for the venue, like on some.
yeah.
like
I mean, that's how I am. Like,
just,
yeah. If the venue tells me keep it on, it's always like it doesn't bother me. It doesn't fall off. It just stays
just because
there. then it's
everyone
not gonna
that's
bother
working
me.
in the venue needs to wear a
yeah.
mask.
The other day at Veza, I did Veza for St. Patty's, and the booth is like isolated, and I'm setting up whatever, blah blah blah, and like I had my mask like right there, and I was like, and then the manager walks up, and I'm like, hey, blah blah blah, and I'm like, do you want me to put my mask on, and and she's like, yeah, just have it on, but like, venue discretion, like. If I'm working and I'm like there at the wharf, even at the wharf, like when I'm there not working, I still have my mask on the whole time because I'm an employee.
Yeah, I keep it on at all times unless I drink something.
Yeah.
But I usually just do
Right,
that.
right.
Just because it looks bad. Like there's some dumbass that's gonna take a picture, and then no one will correlate that you're there on an off night.
Right.
You get me?
Of
So
course.
No, I feel like, but I mean, like being in a venue and going out and wearing a mask is whatever. But like if you're with your friends and like partying and you're in your own like thing, it's like, bro, what are you at this point?
Yeah.
What can you do, bro?
You left the house.
yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. That's exactly it. Like once you leave the house and you decided you're gonna be out and you're gonna be working, then that's the decision. It's not if you. It is what it is. If you don't want to be around people, then don't go. But now I see like a lot of people that things are opening back up. They're starting to be a little more, oh yeah, like I'm so excited to be DJing and working and all this stuff. But back then they were like
talking so much shit, bro.
Like, yo, we need to stand together and like.
I said it too. I was like, yo, y'all want to talk shit? Wait until your market opens.
Exactly. You don't see the tweets anymore. It was like attacking people, and now it's like, nah, we gotta surely but slowly.
But you know what? You know what's the other thing? You have the crazy dudes. I told you so. I've been right. No, motherfucker. Like nobody knew. Like
yeah, bro. A year ago, we all thought like this shit was the world was ending, bro, and things were like crazy. But then we realized, all right, it's not as bad as we thought it was gonna be. But we never.
Who said it wasn't okay to be a hypocrite, bro? It's okay to be a hypocrite.
We
all are.
I'm one of the biggest.
Have you heard the last episode of Flagrant 2?
Hypocrisy all day, bro.
Like that's just how it is, bro. Like
I don't understand, but why people have so much like pride and be like, no,
it's okay to change your mind.
Yeah, bro.
You know what's crazy too?
Who cares?
You know what's crazy too? And while we're at it, let's take it there. Like now that Biden's in power, like everybody that was like on that side, that was like on the right, saying like, oh, blah blah blah, this is gonna happen. Now they're doing the same shit. That like what the left was doing to the right, now the right is doing to the left.
Mm-hmm.
They're all the same.
It's always
and it's so fucking hilarious because it's like, oh, we want equality for this, or we just want to change. We want and then, oh, my gas went up because of Biden. My gas was up because of Biden.
I don't get those.
Favorite, yo. If you're a fucking dumbass that believes that somebody that went into power 45 days ago is gonna affect the change of gas prices, do your fucking research, dumbass. Like, yo, the fact that he canceled the Keystone pipeline does not affect
oil
gas prices. It does not affect gas prices. Do your fucking researches, dumbasses. Like,
just saying.
I
see all that. Like, thanks, Biden.
Thanks, Biden.
Shut the fuck up.
Fucking dumbasses. Read. USA had an article saying that there's it's all, you know, it all takes time. The supply is going up because the whole country's opening up. So the supply of oil isn't as high as it was. You know, they didn't prep for this shit 6 months ago. So the oil prices are going up because of the supply and the demand. That's it. If you want to look it up, look it up. But that's it.
Look into it.
Fact checker.
I saw so many people like, oh my God, Sleepy Joe. I'm like, yo.
Sleepy Joe. Yo, you saw him fall though?
Like
stumble?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like the.
I mean, he's a robot. Like, I'm not Team Biden. I'm just telling. I know that there's nobody in there. I know that. Like,
it's like one side was like on. I feel like one side was on duty on shift the last 4 years, and then now they're like, all right, we're done, and now it's like the other side's turn to like, all right, it's our shift.
And whoever's off is complaining about the people that are working.
Yeah, bro. That's it. It's crazy.
But like, yo, y'all got so much fucking time. Like, yo, like use that time to go to the gym. Use that time to invest in yourself. Like, use that time to like be productive. Like, fix yourself. Like, so
there's still time to do that. So
I know, but I'm just saying, people that are so invested. Like, yo, if you have personal problems, issues, like, if you want to fight and be so proud about that, why don't you use that energy for yourself? That's it.
Yeah, once you do that, I think you realize you don't need to put in energy into any of that.
Into anything else. That's it.
Because you good. Go once cities start opening back up again, it's gonna be like a free for all.
Yeah, and I see
next?
it. Say what?
Who do you think is next?
Who?
Yeah, like state or city wise.
I'm going to Chicago. I'm going to Chicago next month.
But are they open?
So they are starting to open up. And this dude hit me up for his birthday, and he's like, "Yo, man, like, come through." And it's funny, bro, because it literally is. Like, I feel like I'm talking to like myself 6 months ago, you know, like everybody's just a few steps behind. And I mean, Chicago's looking, bro. Anywhere that's hot, anywhere that's cold and is gonna warm up is nice, because people are gonna want to make money. You know, the outside dining with the weather. You know, like so. I think Chicago, even New York. I think
New York,
I think
right? New York slowly.
like yeah, like everywhere up north that's starting to warm up. Yo, motherfuckers are gonna want to go outside. Vegas, you know, like and I use the Vegas theory because we were closed in the summer for our slow season, and as soon as our season, the winterish, you know, the snowbirds and all that started coming up, the city was like, yo, there's no way we're gonna lose this money. Vegas is on that shit right now, going into the pool season.
Mhm.
Pool season is their busy season, so right now they're like, yo, let's open the fuck up and like let's make this fucking bread.
Because
So,
they tried. They
Yeah, they
tried,
did.
and it didn't do well for a couple.
and they're gonna
Then-
go through the same shit that we're going through right now. When they open up, they're gonna have all the West Coast hood boogers go to Vegas. All the strip is gonna be
SDLA.
as
Everyone
the
driving
LA.
down.
All the Raiders fans are gonna be out there. Like, it's
Might be the move.
hey,
We
the
out.
summer.
We back on the West Coast.
Back
A
on the
little
West.
6-month stint.
Am I?
hey, I already know where you're going. I almost said it too. I'm not that lit.
MIA on the road. Fuck it, I said it.
Oh, that's right. We gotta do that.
So we're gonna eat or what?
Yeah, we gotta plug in. What's the name of this?
Tajadas.
Big shout out to the one and only friend of. If you follow me on social media, if you know the story that I tell, I talk about two people. I talk about Rob and I talk about Norman. So Norman's family used to have a restaurant back in Nicaragua.
Is it the same name?
The same.
Okay,
name.
I figured.
So it's Coma Rico, like eat good. And Norman just launched his business where he has refried beans and what y'all would call pico, pretty much.
A little different though.
Yeah, it's like
It's not Mexican.
it's not Mexican. It's nica, like
Yeah.
nica, like a nica version of pico.
Yeah.
And then the tajadas, which is
sliced and
Sliced
fried plantains.
plantains.
I'm not sure. All right, so you're Nica because in El Salvador, tajadas are different because we make them out of banana, like not
like actual
plantain.
banana.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
these are so in Nicaragua they do
I could be wrong.
the
too. Sorry,
plantain
Salvador.
when it's green. They do that. If not, they let it sit and then they do the maduro.
Maduro, yeah.
So it's like it depends on like
I just wanted to know what the difference is, because Zaya actually brought that up.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's the difference in me going to Publix and just buying them?"
these are the same as like the Cuban. So the Cubans slice it like this, and we slice them long.
Mhm.
Pause.
Uh,
Hey,
I like the long ones.
Pause.
Pause.
Big
That's
pause.
pause.
Big pause. So yeah, I mean, like we do it like that, and the whole thing about the long one pause is to scoop. Like,
Yeah, to scoop
you know.
beans and shit.
so they do the bean with the cheese. Sometimes they put a little bit of cheese on top, and then
Yeah, he didn't do that for us. He showed up like at 10:50,
yeah,
Waiting for you.
waiting for you.
I was fucking.
Yo. Shout out to Tajadas _Coma _Rico.
Coma Rico.
The sponsors of the
Yo,
show.
Big
This
shout out.
episode is brought to you by Tajadas Rico.
Tajas Coma Rico was good. Well, let's get to it, bro.
Let's do it. Oh, we're gonna really eat
You
them.
could do like a fast forward thing.
Yeah, of course.
On the video.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and
We're
then-
gonna.
I'm like, oh shit.
This one Ed's gonna work. Oh wait, mukbang
No, that's ASMR.
or ASMR? That's what it is. Yo, that shit grosses the fuck out of me, bro.
I just did it.
Depends.
I
The
don't know,
mouth
bro.
one is gross, but the ASMR, like the cooking one of like them putting salt in water.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah,
fire.
that's fire.
Or
Yeah,
like
no,
cutting into things.
Yeah, and cutting it. But the one of them eating, that's
bro, like
Damn, have
it,
you heard the poppers? The
dude, it's like,
mailing popper
Yeah, yeah,
packaging. That shit is
bro,
nice.
it's
that shit is
so-
nice.
Satisfying.
It grosses.
Satisfying.
bro.
Yeah, the eating one is good. Or like the talking really close. I don't want to hear that shit like
They're like,
in my ear. Like, hey, so
this crab leg tastes so good. It's It's like I don't know,
Ed doesn't like it at all.
it's whack.
I don't like it either.
We just did it.
I'm
all
sure I
of us.
bother him with my. I know I do like the industry no of chewing gum, but I don't really care. But I know I be chewing hard. Pause.
What is that?
Beans.
That's
Beans.
refried beans.
Refried beans.
They're cooked then grounded like in a food processor, and then refried with onion, oil, butter, depending on what country you're from. But for the most part, it's similar.
I've never actually had this combination before.
Well,
You're missing crema, which will be fire, but it's cool. Should have been hot, but
yeah, I mean, you can still do the beans. The beans can't. In Ica, they do
but
it.
like that beans, like those refried beans, is like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner thing. Like we eat that
Staple.
shit with everything.
That's good.
That's delicious.
You need to do both though.
At the same time?
Yeah, you got to do both at the same damn time.
At the same damn time.
But yeah, some like dry cheese or like white cheese, some crema, fire. You want some, Ed?
Hey, go ahead, bro.
All
Or you
right.
can get in the frame, bro. It's okay.
Now we'll wrap it up. 'cause
We're
we
fast
gotta
forwarding this
keep
part
eating
anyways.
these. Well, yo, shout out to Tajadas Coma Rico.
Yes, sir.
And shout out Norman. And shout out y'all's.
Shout out y'all. Shout out to the girl that gave me a massage. Shout out to
Yeah, I was about to put this on my hygiene.
Shout out Rafi for the baby.
shout out
Yo,
Rafi.
big
Congratulations.
Big shout out. You see the tag right
Had to-
there. Come
had
on,
to
we
wait.
doing the building. We doing the taste test. We doing the taste test. What up, Norman?
But yeah, make sure to follow at MIA Radio, at DJ Zaya, at DJ Kaz, at This Is Paul Yee, and at DJ Sex Ed, right?
Yeah.
Dang,
And then patreon.com/MIA
And make
Radio.
sure to hit subscribe button, review, share. We'll be back next week.
we out.
Peace.